Hi, and welcome to your second leg day. Depending how you're feeling, you can add in extra sets with this. You could also team it on to the back of the first leg day, but just give yourself a little bit of a break. What the aim is, we're trying to work the back and we want to exhaust the muscles and the front. So maybe all together isn't what you want to do, but I just know some of you are so keen and you love to just get that lower body smashed. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a warm up to begin with. I'm in my bare feet for this. I like being in my bare feet whenever I am working in the heels a little bit, and it's just a little bit more Pilates inspired, but we still have strength at the center. So I have my two mats set out. You will need a book for this or something to lift your heels up. For the third exercise, we have 4 moves. We're doing 3 sets today of each of those, and I am doing I gave you 8 to 12 reps, but you can do, I think I'm going to do 10 to 12, and then in between each one, we have a little core blast. You can cut that out entirely if you want, but let's begin by just taking the feet out laterally left and right, nice and wide, squat. And we're just going to come down. We're just going to do 8 of those, nice body weight to warm up into the legs. Our aim is to work into the front of the body, the front of the legs today, but there obviously will be a little bit of glute action. 5, 6, you might want to hinge forward with this. 7, relieve the lower back. 8, now we're going to come down. If you don't come down as low as I do, that is okay. This is called a frog squat. So what you're doing is you're tipping your head, so we're lengthening in to the backs of the legs. Then we come forward. I'll show you this from the side. We're doing 8 in total. So we come down, head is up, tuck in, and we're looking at our knees. Use your breath. Breathing in the way down. Breathing right the way up. Go for 3 more. You can take the hands away from it. The idea is you want to be pushing through the legs. Good. Lovely. Now we want to take our hands to the hips. Just want to rotate through the hip joint. Come out. Step back in. And again, if you are on a bike for your warm-up, or you have a treadmill, or you're at the gym and you're using the Stairmaster, you can cut this bit out and go about another minute forward, and it will take you there. Now we're going to step out, step back, step out, step back. Just slight shift in how we're doing it. Other one. Lovely. Just give everything lovely big up in the tippy toes, warming up into the calves. Exaggerate round that flow, draw the belly in, squeezing the glutes, and for the opposite way, up and round. If you're new here, don't be worrying about the support on my wrist. My weights will not be, I'm using dumbbells today. My weights are not what I would normally have them. I like to go really heavy on a leg day, but if you're at the gym, you can also use the barbell for this, especially with the heels up, but I'll give you that in this the front squat with the heels up, which is the first one we're doing. I'm going to grab my weights. So I have 9 kilograms. My heels are up. Your heels are on your book. Just make sure you're steady. And you can bring the weights up onto your shoulders, hip distance apart. Don't want you around here. Don't want you fully closed, abducted. I want them hip distance apart. Sitting back into it, you will feel you can get a little bit more depth. I'm breathing in the way down. Driving up, breathing out in the way up. This is 8 if you need to tap out. You can also do this without weights. Squeeze the bum. But we're working into those quad muscles. That's why we're tipped forward. I'm doing 10. And I'm tapping out for that. Good. So at the end of the sets, we will add in the core. If you're wanting to really intensify it, you can. Oh, I actually have intensified it. Sorry. You can do 30 sprints with me in between each one. That's 10, or you can march it. So you make it so it's not, no jumping. Good, that's 30. Gonna take another 15-second break. Add in extra breaks. Whenever I'm recording for this, I know you just don't want to look at me and listen to me in between times. Good. So we have another 5. Good. And the weights come up. And we go again. So I'll come around the side so you can see here. We have it like so. Drive through, squeeze at the top, breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up. So drive through, really lift the quad muscles, which will protect the knees as well. Good. That's my 10. Now we do our sprints. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Excellent work. This is the sort of one I love doing 5 of. When I was practicing this last week and making the workouts, I did 5 rounds, and by the 5th, it is pure spice. But I am run, walk, a half marathon in 2 days' time. So when I'm recording this, this is sensible, Ali, sensible Ali. If you've been with me from the beginning, I think now I'm a little bit more relaxed about the workouts. I think before I just felt like I had to project. Ready? Weights up. Bend those knees if you're lifting your heavy weights. If you have a bar as well, free bar on your back, make sure, sorry, you can load it onto the front as well, but just be careful with that. You want to just make sure you're supported if you have it on the front. I'm going a little bit lower in these ones. A little bit deeper. That's what the heels allow you to do. Change the breath work. Very Pilates move, which shifts just a little bit where we work into the transverse abdominals and the pelvic floor, into the diaphragm. All of it is necessary for getting the most out of the exercise. I'm going to go for 2 more. And 1 more. Drop the weights. Then we're coming onto the mat for our core. We have 3 different moves. First one we do 20 of. Second one we do 15. Third one we do 10. And the first one is ankle taps. So we come down, we'll go in the diagonal, drawing the belly in towards the spine, bringing the spine right into the mat. So we're in a lovely flexion in the spine. Tension is out of the neck. I'm using my core more. Draw that belly in. We tap for 20. Working into the obliques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We come out of that. We come up into what we call tabletop. In Pilates, if you're seasoned with Pilates, you can go into your neutral spine here. Otherwise, join me, draw the belly in, and we come in so you're nice and supported. You can start here. If you're advanced, you send the legs away and you come back. If you're a complete beginner, draw the belly in towards the spine, flatten the spine against the mat, send one leg away, tap it with your toe, come back to tabletop. Tabletop is not here. Tabletop is here, nice 90-degree angle. So we go from here, I'm blowing them away on the diagonal, and I come back. We're doing 15 of those, so stay in it. Keep drawing that belly in. Maybe the first week you do the taps. I'll show you both. 5, take the tension out of the sternocleidomastoid. You want to keep it in the core. I'm going to go for 8 of this. 7, point the toes. 8, now I'm coming back to my tabletop. I'm tapping for 1. It's just as difficult, to be honest, but it takes a little bit of tension. 3, reduce them down. If you want to do just 10 of these, go for that. 6, 7, I'm going to do 8, so I've done 16. And relax. Excellent. Then our last one is a plank. You can come up onto your hands. I'm going to stay down on my elbows for this, but you're reaching forward. When you come back, you ground through the hand. You want to be directly underneath the shoulder, not in front, not behind. You want to protect this shoulder joint, okay? I'm in my plank position down on my elbows. You can also be in your knees, okay? We're just explaining this the first one. So you can be in the knees where you stretch forward. You will still be working in to those abdominals. I'm up on my toes, my feet are hip distance apart. I'm squeezing my glutes. Send forward, tap for 1. Try not and rock. Imagine I have a cup of tea or coffee. 7, 8, 9, 10, and out we come. So we've got 2 more sets of that. No, 3, sorry, 3 more sets. Excellent. Okay. We now have step ups. I can't read my own writing. 6 each side. And I didn't think we had step ups, so I have moved my step. You can use a varying degrees of step, whatever works for you. We have the smaller step here. I'm going to use the higher step, which is my bench. So some of you will be using your, sorry, I can't speak. Some of you will be using just a chair. When I do this inside, sometimes I can't be bothered coming out to the gym and I go for it inside, which means that I use the chair. Just that real lengthening. So we step up with your weights, nice and long, or you can have them here. Either way, I want you to step up really deliberately. It's not just a step up and go. It's putting right foot up, lean into it, and we rise. We're going forward each leg, bring it fully down in between. Draw the belly in, lean. I'm going to go for 5 because I did 10 in the last one. And you can do this without any weights again, remember. Or if you have the little barbell, you can also do this in the gym with a cable machine. So the cable is down at the very bottom and you're holding on to it and you're stepping up while you bring it with you. So feel the difference in the sides of the body. My left is much shakier. It does not enjoy deliberate step ups. Be really intentional. Reaching forward, forward. Last one. That, reach, up we come, and down we come. Okay, so this one, we have a tap like so, and we have 20 of those. So reaching the arms out, step, tap behind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Might not be able to find your feet. 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. It was my left foot I couldn't find. Take a little drink if you need. Good. Okay. And we go again. Keep an eye on your heart rate. When we're doing any steps like that, anything heavy leg day, the heart rate will probably go up a little bit. So just keep an eye on it. You want to make sure you're able to bring it back down again. I've given a little bit of extra time there. Please take more if you need it. Roll the shoulders back. Don't hunch into this. I'm going to go with the left leg first, rolling into it and stepping up through. Feel through that big toe, little toe, and heel. Eyes forward, my eyes go down, you see? 3. It's actually the descent where you'll find it. This is good for ankle stability. This is good for balance. Also very good for your core. That's why I'm giving you the cue to pull the belly in. Good, and switch. There, I've sort of cheated a wee bit. You see, that's for me to make it properly. So step, lean, push. Last one. Step, lean, push. Controlling the way down. Lovely. Now we've got our wide tap, so you can use your hands like so, or you can bring them right round. 2, 3. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And relax. Well done. Well done. Sorry, I got fixated on something on my mat there. I totally forgot I was recording. Sorry. 10 seconds and we go again. Please give yourself more time. Also add in the pause of this. We'll do a little demo of this now. So you can come down as well for the first weeks with it like so. And that really is a balanced one because you're not tipping into each side. You really are pulling the core together. Okay. So with this, slow it down. That's your way to make it harder. 1. Slower the way down. Good. 2. You can do a little pause up there as well. Draw that belly in. Feel really in control. Even your arms. Make sure that they are tense and supported. 2 more. 1 more. And you'll actually really see progress with this once you get to this stage where you do them nice and deliberately. And switch. My left one and my left ankle do not like it. So, 1. Slow on the way down. Good, really squeeze into that quad muscle. Two more. Roll through it. The big toe, little toe, and heel. And last one. Good. So we have our spice, and then we have our abs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20. Awesome. Now we're down in for the abs. So we come down, it's our ankle taps first. So we're down, drawing the belly in. This is where I want you in your imprint. So
Draw the belly in, pushing the spine into the mat, reaching the arms forward. Bottom rib comes towards the hip, and we tap. If you're feeling really spicy, you can lift the legs up, but I don't want you swaying into it. 8, 9, keep reaching with the hands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight back down. Tabletop legs. Belly comes in towards the spine. Up we come into the curl position. I'm in my neutral for this one. 1, 2. Otherwise, draw the belly in so your spine is nice and connected with the mat. Those of you who understand neutral spine, you know that you need the little mouse hole underneath. We're working in our normal spine. Really good. Squeeze the glutes. On the extension, draw the belly in. Feel so strong. Use the breath. Breathe it in on the back. Those of you who are doing the tapping in the legs, you can also do this when you're in your neutral. Tap and return. And you just feel kind of robotic with it. Or flatten the spine in. You're still working because you're keeping those transverse abdominals, all of its work. Engage. 3, 2, 1. Flip yourself over. And we have our taps out in front. So we tap, return, tap, return. Drop the knees if you need. Squeeze the glutes. Nine, 10. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Okay, we have our RDL B stance. B stance. 2 down, 2 to go. Turn this again. Take my bench away. Have a little drink if you have it. Okay, you might want to use slightly lower weights for this. You're in the hang position quite a bit. So you're in the B stance, which is one foot is forward, one is back. Then look, there's my B. It's a kind of B shape, I don't know. So you can think about your RDL as the way we come down. That's our single leg RDL, which we have. Did we have it in our last one? Yeah, we had a single RDL. This one, hips are facing forward. We come back down to the bent knees and our back heel is lifted. Here, we still roll off. We still roll off from the sit bones, pelvis, coming down just till we just come to our 90-degree angle and we squeeze back up. But we keep the bend, nothing moves, you stay static, apart from here. So we're basically framing, my right foot is back, and framing the front foot. You can do this with one dumbbell. We come down to our flat back, squeeze up, squeeze both glutes on the rise. But we're also really need to think about that static hold in the quad muscles, the front of the legs. I'm going to do one more, 5 in each leg. And we step the other side. So right foot is forward, left is back, little micro bend in the front, the back is stacked and bent. Rolling off, look, try not to dip into the spine, stay nice and long, reaching as you come down and rise. When I was doing triathlon training and the swimming, talk about the swimmers reaching, you know, with each stroke, you reach. With this, you're reaching long. 2 more. You might need to shorten your distance. Doesn't have to be a massive distance, but it's a slight little shift. Draw the belly in and rise. Good. Now, with this one, I can't read my writing again. Okay. I think we're just doing our sprints. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do them wide. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Rest. Well done. Well done. Let the heart rate come down. Come into that B stance again. So just think about it. It feels a little bit odd. You can also do this without any weights. Rolling down, squeeze back up. Good. Don't curl into it. You want to stay nice and strong. Roll the shoulders down the back. Let's go again. Staggered. Hips are facing forward. Rolling down the front. Squeeze up. Using the breath. Long neck. On the other side. One forward, one back. Little shift and framing that right foot. Keep the hips both facing forward. And squeeze. I think I actually wanted you to also add in a squat to this. So other progressions in this are slower on the descent and quick on the up. Or slow down, slow up. Time under tension. Good. And our wides. One. Okay. Oh, starting. My hair's coming out. Good. Beautiful work. Take a big breath in, you 10 seconds, and we'll wait to lift the weights up again. Can do this with the little bar again. So if you want, you have a little bar and you've it weighted, you can roll down the front. It actually is good for keeping it even. See the way I tip into it? You want to adjust yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. If you have one, if you're happy to, which I want you to be. I'll go from the front. Right foot goes back. I'm going to go left foot this time. Framing that right leg. Shoulders are both forward as well. Rolling down. Squeeze back up. Breathing in as I go down. Flat back. Shoulders are back. Good. Don't hyperextend into it. Keep control when you get to the top. Standing. Good. Switch. Right foot goes back. It's kind of like you're about to start running or something. One. Try and keep the hips facing forward. Two. Lovely. Chest proud. Don't collapse into it. Last one. So think about slow on the descent. Slow on the rise. Good. On our wide. Anybody sees you, they'll be like, what's wrong with that person? Little flexion out works into the inner thighs and relax. Back down for the core. So ankle taps first. Draw the belly in. Chin towards the chest. Up we come. Tap. Big reach. Back down. Tabletop. Up we come. Blow them away and return. Stay in control. Stop the belly from popping. Using the breath. Breathe out through the mouth. Through pursed lips. To engage those deep abdominal muscles. Keep reaching. Three more. And two. And one. Good. Roll out of it or bring yourself up. With that, you should feel nice and heavy on the sacrum whenever you're down in the mat. You want to really push through into the sacrum. So we're on to our front. You're up like so if you can. I'm down on my elbows for now. Steady as a rock. Push through the heels, squeeze the glutes, lift up the quads, and we reach for one. Steady through that right arm as you reach with the left. 9, draw the belly in. 10, let's hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We're on our last one. This is a lovely one to do if you are doing it body weight as well. If you're brand new to this, if you're using little weights, you can really get into the flow of how it feels. What we're doing is we're doing a nice wide squat. We come down and we're lifting the heels for 4, and then we're rising, okay? 2 ways to do this. You can have it stacked or your bar behind your head, or you can hold on to one and keep it in at the chest, nice and close. This is a good one to get used to it. 1, 2, 3. Or you can have them hanging here, but you must keep yourself steady. This is not what we're going for. We're going for here. So lots of variations for you. It just changes a little bit. When we front load it like this, we're pulling into the quads a little bit more, which is good. It's what we want today. Equally, when we're here, we're still front loading. Okay, so wide squat to begin. Down as low as you can. Rise, 2, 3, 4, and up we come. Sorry. Hope you kept going there. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Down. The only time I grind through the heels is whenever I finish that 4th one. You'll only want to do 8 of these to begin with. Really good for these ankles. 1. Inner thighs. Rise, last one. We come down, we lift 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Arms come overhead and we march for 20. So in this little break, we're almost done. We're almost done with 2 more sets of it, one of the abs and we're out. Just to give you some info. This is the sort of one when I'm doing on my own. We have a little hill on our street, very small hill, but it is enough in between. So rather than do this, which I'm doing for you if you're completely confined to home, if you have a rowing machine, a running machine, treadmill, jump on for 45 seconds if you're wanting to do it like a shred, okay? If you're like, I want to do lower body, but I want to sweat. You're still going to sweat anyway, but add in that extra spice suited to you. Or if you're brand new, you're doing this body weight, when I'm doing those marches, just bring your hands to your hips. Everything is adaptable. And your body is beautiful and we want to nurture it. Here we go again. Back up. It's easier for me this way with my wrist, by the way. So when I'm in that wide squat, my feet are turned laterally. This is parallel, this is lateral, this is medial. Rotation. We're in lateral rotation. So we come down nice and wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to keep those hips from rocking into it. Squeeze it all when you're down. 3. Squeeze. Hope you love these as much as I do. I'm like, this is amazing. This is what I'm doing on my own anyway. I get to share it with you. That was us halfway. 1. If you find the lifts are too much, then just pulse, little pulse. And you've guessed it. For the extra weeks, you come down, you hold, then you do your 4, 4, and you stay up and you hold, and you rise and you come down. Okay. So we come down and we hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. We come up and we hold. Feel the shake. We squeeze and we come down. 2 more. This is your advanced. Squeeze and down. Hold. Hold. Squeeze and relax. For just a second. Cut this bit out if you don't want to do it. Add in your extra spice. Well, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful work. Absolutely beautiful. One more set to go. And you, in your week, which you used to think, what am I going to do this week? In your week, whether you're week 1, 2, 3, or 4, this will be your second or third day of doing workouts that I have given you to tick the box. I am so proud of you. You're doing it, and you're doing it for you and for your future self, for your tomorrow self, for your today self. Let's go bend the knees as you bring them up. I know it's spicy, but it's also a good little finisher, because those other ones you maybe were like, well, I could do another few sets of those. With this, because the legs are already exhausted, that's where the burn is. But in a beautiful way, in a strengthening way. Draw the belly in, squeeze the glutes, stay steady on that upper body. Down, pause. 2, 3, 4. Pause with both heels down and squeeze. Down, pause. Heels down and rise. Just that's even extra spice. 2, 3, 4. And you go a little lower on your last 4. Let's see if we can. Draw that belly in, support the lumbar spine. You'll see I actually have a slight hinge when I come down lower. Slight hinge. Squeeze. It's good to see yourself, actually. 2 more. Send those knees wide. 1 more. 3, 4. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Rise. Arches. 1. The reason we also do this, spice, yes, you can do it without it. Also just flushes those legs out when you're in this isometric hold. 10, 9. Feel it, breathe it. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get down. We're going to have this done in the next 30 seconds. Up into your crunch. 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. I'm into my full flat back with this. 1, return. 2, 3, 4, treating it like a crunch. 7, 8, stop them from coming any more than 90 degrees. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Turn it over. Plank. Slight lift in the bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your eyes forward. 8, 9, 10. And we're done in 40 minutes. Awesome work. Stay with me. A little child's pose if you can. Otherwise, head on, hands are out in front. Head comes down. Big breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Coming up. Taking the one right foot forward. Leaning into it. Opening up in the hip flexor. Take a breath in as you come back. Feel the stretch in the front leg. Leaning over it. Thinking about the chest. Coming to the thigh. Beautiful. Switch legs. Reaching forward. You can spend longer on these. I encourage you to do it. And back. Feel that lengthening as you curl the body down. Beautiful work. 3 last frog squats, which is where we started. So we come down, we tuck in. Reach forward. Tuck in. 2 more. 1 more. And hold it. Bring the feet in, hip distance. And you start to just push through the big toe, little toe, heel. Roll the shoulders back. And you are done. Well done.